In today's video, I want to talk about the luxury market here in the Lakewood Ranch and the Sarasota area. And we define luxury by what is it that the buyer feels is more luxurious maybe than what they've had in the past. So I think luxury is actually a frame of mind, but in today's video, we're going to talk about the pricing of homes that are over $1 million up to $2 million, and then the $2 million plus category. So if that's of interest, stick around and I have all the details. Hello, it's Mark Boehmig, Michael Saunders and Company, and in this channel, Living in Lakewood Ranch, we cover all the areas around Lakewood Ranch, from Sarasota up to Bradenton and from Anna Maria Island down to Siesta Key. So today I want to talk to you about the luxury market. Now, I do believe that luxury is a frame of mind, and it's very relative depending on who it is that's asking for luxury and what they feel is luxurious to them. So it's just like this young couple here that I sold a home to. They moved from a very small apartment in Boston to a much larger home, single-family home in the Lakewood Ranch area, and they were just tickled to death. So in my opinion, that's probably a lot more luxurious for them than what they were used to in the past. So let's talk about luxury home in specific price markets. So the $1 million to $2 million price range. Several years ago, that was defined as the luxury market. Now, I'm not so sure that that pricing is still accurate. I still think you can buy a very, very nice home for $1 million to $2 million, and in most cases that would be considered luxury, but the pricing of houses has gone up so dramatically, not just here in Lakewood Ranch, but all over the United States, that what used to be a $750,000 house is now a $1.25 million house. So we have to keep up with the times, so to speak, as the market changes. But I want to tell you what's going on in Lakewood Ranch in the $1 to $2 million and then the $2 million up range. So in June, as June ended, the number of homes for sale in the $1 to $2 million range, there was actually 34 homes in the marketplace. Now, the ones that were over $2 million, we had 27 homes. And then what about pending? Well, 10 went pending from the $1 to $2 million range, and only 6 went pending over $2 million. And then the number of homes sold was 22 in the $1 to $2 million price, and 3 over $2 million. Now, I know that we have a smaller pool of buyers in that market just because that's the way it is in a capitalistic society. We don't have as many people that are buying the $2 million plus homes as we do in the 1 to 2, and we have a lot more people that are buying under $2 million. So as far as pricing is concerned, that's really irrelevant for the conversation because $2 million houses are going to be higher price per square foot. But just for a frame of reference, in the $1 to $2 million, the average price was $432 a square foot, and in the $2 million plus, it was $622 a square foot. Days on market. Well, in the $1 to $2 million, the days on market was 75 days on market. In the $2 million plus, it was 134 days on market. So just think about this. If you were in that $2 million plus category, you had your house on the market for sale, it could take up to 134 days to get that under contract. And then list price to sale price ratio was very close between those two markets. It was 94% for the 1 to 2 million, and over 2 million, it was 89% of the list price. Sale prices, the $1 to $2 million price range, the average price for sale was 1.374, and in the 2 to million and above, it was 3.791 million. The median sold price was 1.25 in the lower sector and 2.44 in the $2 million and over. Inventory, what about inventory? Well, there's a big difference in the inventory. In the $1 to $2 million price market, we only have 1.5 months of inventory. But in the $2 million plus market, we have 9 months of inventory. So that's why you saw that 134 days was the average days on market, is because we actually have 9 months supply of inventory for the prices that are over 2 million. So what about Sarasota and Manatee overall, the overall area of the Sarasota and Manatee County areas? Now, this brings into consideration Anna Maria Island, Holmes Beach, Longboat Key, Siesta Key. All of those are very, very high priced properties. when you combine these two counties between Sarasota, Manatee, and it pulls in all the areas around Sarasota, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch. All of that area is then taken into consideration. So when we're looking at the Sarasota and Manatee County areas in the $1 to $2 million, the number of homes sold was 363 in June, and the ones that are $2 million and above were 406. Pending was 75 in the lower tier, 42 in the upper tier, and then the number of homes sold was 103 for the $1 to $2 million and 52 in the $2 million and above. So that's half of the number sales in the $2 million plus category. Average price per square foot, $490 for the $1 to $2 million and $861, almost doubled for the $2 million and above properties. Here we go back on days on market. It took 71 days to get a house under contract for Sarasota Manatee between 1 and 2 million, and then it was 87 days on market for the $2 million and over price. And if we jump down to the inventory levels, we have 3.5 months supply of inventory for the homes that are 1 to 2 million in all of Sarasota and Manatee County. And then we have 7.8 for the 2 million and above. So what this tells us is that it is definitely a buyer's market in the 2 million and above, and it is definitely a seller's market in the $1 to $2 million price category. Although that 3.5 months is teetering right on the edge between coming into a neutral, and meaning that there's enough buyers and sellers to satisfy that demand. I will include a link below to these reports, so if you'd like to see these for yourself, you can have access to them. I'll put them in the description below. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you find yourself coming to the Lakewood Ranch area, or you currently live in either Lakewood Ranch or Sarasota area and you're considering listing your home on the market, I'd be glad to help you out. Mark Boehmig, Michael Saunders and Company.